Hey guys and gals, it's your buddies Drew and Ralphie with Living History's Mysteries and Ferocious Feline Productions. You know, every year when it gets time and the holidays get closer, we don't just think of ourselves or what we might be getting from old St. Nick. We sit down and we try to think about those who aren't as fortunate as we are, who don't have all the niceties in life that we do, and ways we might be able to help them. Last year, we here at Living History's Mysteries took donations to help out the Toys for Tots and even the Adopt a Family thing. And we were able to do some good and bring some smiles to families and to children that somehow, for some reason, whatever the reason may be, life became a challenge and they couldn't succeed without a little bit of help. But it's that time of the year again where we start thinking of others. And once again this year, we here at Living History's Mysteries are taking up the mantle to adopt a family and do the Secret Santa thing. If y'all want to help out and be a part of it, it's going to be an anonymous donation. It's going to be in the name of Living History's Mysteries. Just click on the link right here, www.paypal.me/MrHistory2020, and give whatever you can, because every little bit helps. And it's going to go to a couple worthy groups this year, one family and one organization right here in my hometown that's really been hit hard over the past 2 or 3 years. People just need help. The organization we're giving to is a local organization that helps with clothing pantry, food pantry, helping veterans, the elderly, and the not so lucky make their bills and just survive. And of course, they can use all the help that they can get because they help so many needy groups. So like I said, just click on this link down in the description below the video and give what you can. And once again this year, let's help those that aren't as lucky. Have a happy holidays, and all of us work together to share just a little bit of that holiday love. Y'all take care.
Miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. They were so lively and quick, I knew in a moment.
Hey guys and gals, it's your buddies Drew and Ralphie from Living History's Mysteries and Ferocious Feline Productions. I think all of us remember those classic Christmas specials that we waited 365 days a year to watch. The Charlie Brown Christmases, the old Rankin and Bass. Of course, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas was always my favorite. It came out just, 6, 7 years after I was born. And still today, at 55 years old, I enjoy watching that one every year. And it always brings tears to my eyes when the Christmas spirit blows up and everybody enjoys that joy and that love of old Saint Nick coming around. But what happened to those shows? Where'd they come from? When did they start? Today, we're going to take a look at just that. The history and the origins of a lot of our favorite Christmas specials. Stay tuned. This is going to bring back some memories.
Christmas specials are often non-secular in order to appeal to a wide audience, while others revolve around a more religious storyline, i.e. the birth of Christ. Some of the best Christmas specials are in animated forms such as He-Man and She-Ra's Christmas special, Life with Louie's premiere episode, Batman the Animated Series Christmas with the Joker, and of course Mickey's Christmas Carol. Then we have the classics such as Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But why do they mean so much to us, and why have we seen a steady decline in them over the years? The liberalization of the world has led to many waging war on Christmas and becoming offended by the very expression that people say in passing during this special time of year. It's been changed from Merry Christmas to Happy Holidays, and some prefer you not even say that. Many Karens out there, and I use the name in the broadest sense as both male and female, throw such a fit at anything that has to do with the holiday season because of some sense of self-entitlement. What these people seem to forget, though, is that to Christians, Christmas may be about Jesus, but as it's evolved to the rest of the world, that may just be a name only. Before Charles Dickens wrote his classic A Christmas Carol, Christmas was actually really only celebrated by the upper class. In fact, I guess you could say A Christmas Carol could be considered the first Christmas special. Published on December 19th, the first edition sold out by Christmas Eve. By the end of 1844, 13 editions had been released. Now look at how much it's influenced the world and our view on Christmas. The story had nothing to do with Jesus. In fact, religion didn't even play a part. The point of the story was actually about maintaining the Christmas spirit. You know, kindness, sharing, giving, family, and friends. All of this from the first Christmas special. It's a tradition that's gone on for well over a century. That's the whole point of Christmas specials, isn't it? To recapture that special feeling we got the first time we read or heard or watched A Christmas Carol. That is, unless you're the Hallmark Channel, then it's all about how you can get the maximum number of people to watch the same story of two strangers falling in love over the holiday. But ultimately, it's about getting people to feel warm inside, to put aside their differences, and if only for 30 minutes, appreciate the true meaning of Christmas. For as long as I can remember, my family has gathered around the television throughout the month of December to watch our favorite Christmas classics. For many, it begins when the Hallmark Channel premiere their holiday selection as soon as Halloween is over. Some of my personal favorites have long been Mickey's Christmas Carol, He-Man and She-Ra's Christmas Special, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and the many Rankin Bass productions. Each Christmas special starts out the same, whether it be an episode of one of our favorite TV shows, a Christmas classic, or a movie. They all generally start out with a dreary character who has to learn a lesson or prove their worth to those around them. They're meant to lift our spirits, and in times like these, we need our spirits lifted drastically. So let's dive into the history of the Christmas special. As mentioned, Charles Dickens' classic book, to many, was the very first Christmas special, then making its way to live readings by the author on tours, to theater productions, movies, and reinterpretations through existing television series, before 1962 when Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol premiered. True Christmas specials made for TV were either adaptations of stories such as A Christmas Carol with live actors, or The Nativity Story, or episodes of variety shows highlighting Christmas music. They were often hosted by such celebrities as Perry Como, Jane Wyatt, or Florence Henderson. This also changed once variety shows began dying out in the late 1980s, and Rankin Bass began producing more and more Christmas specials. The first Rankin Bass Christmas special was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which originally aired Sunday, December 6, 1964 on NBC television in the United States. Other production companies soon followed suit with A Charlie Brown Christmas in 1965 and How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 1966. Other Rankin Bass productions, which set the tone for Christmas each year, were The Little Drummer Boy in 1968, Santa Claus is Coming to Town in 1970, The Year Without Santa Claus in 74, The First Christmas, The Story of the First Christmas Snow in 1975, Jack Frost in 1979, among many others. In the 80s, television series began to normalize dedicating one episode from each of their seasons to Christmas. The Cosby Show, Who's the Boss, and so on. It became a tradition. The 90s continued in the trend, with Home Improvement, Roseanne, Boy Meets World, and the list goes on. However, with the coming of the 2000s, Christmas specials and holiday episodes of TV shows began to die off, and have even become rarer and rarer with each passing year. Certain channels do have their 25 Days of Christmas, and some sitcoms do continue with this Christmas episode trend, but other shows simply leave it as part of the background, just becoming another story of the week, opposed to anything special which stands on its own. How many more interpretations of A Christmas Carol really need to be produced? It seems the originality and spirit of what this season is all about has disappeared along with the phrase of Merry Christmas. Yet there's hope. In 2018, Netflix premiered quite an original take on a Christmas mythology with Christmas Chronicles starring Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. The film was such a success that they followed it up with the Christmas Chronicles 2 in 2020. If you see the films, you can tell just how much the cast enjoyed playing their roles. In fact, Russell enjoys playing Santa so much that he's gone on record as saying he wants Santa Claus to be the very last character he ever portrays on screen. With as popular as the films have become, could they possibly be the beginning of a new era in which Christmas specials make their return? After the year we've had in 2020, could the meaning of Christmas once again be kept in the hearts of all mankind all year long? Well, that's for you to decide. Each of us, on our own, must meet our own ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, and reclaim our Christmas spirit.
Welcome back. You know, it's like I said in the beginning. We sit around for 365 days a year, and we wait on the Christmas clauses and the old Rankin Bass holiday specials to show up on TV. If nothing else, to share them with our grandkids, and even sometimes our great-grandkids. But more so, I think, to relive our own childhood and that special feeling we get this time of the year. Thank you all for coming in and checking out this, the first Christmas video of this year. Definitely brings back some memories. So, y'all keep waiting for the Rudolph and the Rankin Bass and all those other special shows that come on. And definitely embrace just those few days of Christmas magic that we get every year. Y'all take care.